What is up, guys? Jimmy here with another Lots of Games video. Hope all of you guys are doing great. I wanted to share something with you guys I thought was quite interesting. Recently, Phil Spencer was asked about a trip that he went on to Japan and how it went, and Phil Spencer replied on how that there were some Japanese developers that were very, very interested in the Scorpio and also the Xbox One. And the reason why I thought it was so interesting is because now, of course, the Xbox One is selling very, very poorly in Japan. And when compared to the PS3 and the Xbox 360, the 360 got demolished in Japan. However, I will have to say and point out that the 360 did much better when compared to the original Xbox. And the reason for that is because the Xbox 360 had a lot of support from Japanese developers. And there were some really great exclusives. And of course, a lot of timed exclusives for the Xbox 360, which made the system actually sell so much better than the original Xbox. Now, there were a lot of games that went to the 360 that eventually went to the PS3. There were games like Enchanted Arms, and also a game that sold a lot of Xbox 360 units was Star Ocean: The Last Hope. When Star Ocean: The Last Hope was released, it was an Xbox 360 exclusive. It eventually went to the PS3, but it sold a lot. If you do some research, check Google, it sold a lot of consoles the week that it was released because people wanted to play this game. Star Ocean is huge in Japan, but of course it eventually went to the PlayStation 3. Now, there are in fact some games that you can only get on the Xbox 360 that never went to the PS3. Games like Blue Dragon, the original Blue Dragon, and also Lost Odyssey. This is one of the best RPGs that you can get last generation. You can play it now on the Xbox One, which is awesome. So Microsoft made some deals with the Xbox One division. Xbox division made some deals with some Japanese developers. And of course, there are games that were for the PS3 and Xbox 360, games like Bayonetta, which the 360 version was actually far superior. There are a lot of frame rate issues with the PS3 version. And so Platinum Games, they did a bang-up job with the 360. And of course, probably my favorite JRPG of last generation was Tales of Vesperia, which you can get for the PS3 in Japan, but was never made available in North America, and also for PAL version. But this is a great RPG, which is only made available in certain countries on the 360. Love it. Now, with Phil Spencer saying on how my whole point, he said on how that he went to Japan and that Japanese developers are interested in the Scorpio and Xbox One. My guess is that there's a lot of pressure. This year, by far, it's not even a close second. This year, by far, the PlayStation 4 is going to be having some incredible games released by Japanese developers. Nier was just released. Also this year, you had Gravity Rush 2, Yakuza 0 or Yakuza 0, and then I think Yakuza 6 or 7 is coming out this year. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. You've got Kingdom Hearts, a couple different Kingdom Hearts games. There's lots of great games by Japanese developers coming out this year. And also Kojima has something cooking up very special on the PS4. Probably won't come out this year. Maybe it will. But, we got Shenmue 3. So a lot of great stuff. So Phil Spencer realizes that, when compared to last generation, the Xbox One, they've got Japanese developers working on games for the Xbox One and hopefully the Scorpio, but they need more. And my guess is that Phil Spencer was in Japan to secure some development, especially with the cancellation of Scalebound, but he's there to secure some exclusives for the Xbox Scorpio and also the Xbox One, which I'm really excited about. I'm really hoping is the case because there's some fantastic, honestly, when you compare the first 4 years that the PS3 and the Xbox 360 was released, there were far more JRPGs or unique JRPG experiences on the 360 when compared to the PS3. The PS3, I had the PS3, I'm like, what the heck? Why? The PS2 is known for just incredible RPGs, JRPGs. And towards the end of the PS3, the second half life cycle of the PS3, they really stepped things up. But I would really love it if Phil Spencer was able to secure some great development on particularly JRPGs. And I know there's other games that the developers in Japan can work on. But let me know your thoughts on this. I loved the 360 mainly because it was just so diverse with the different games, not just with Western developers and developers in other regions, but with Japanese developers as well. Let me know your thoughts on this, and let me know what some of your favorite games on the 360 and what you're hoping to see on the Project Scorpio and Xbox One in the near future. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later.